Welcome to another video of my channel where we turn boring manual tasks into magical automated workflows. I am your Royal Akash and today we are diving deep into the wonderful world of NA10. And no, that's not me stuttering. It's literally called NA10 because apparently developers love their creative naming convention almost as much as they love their coffee. And if you have ever looked at your daily task and thought there's got to be a better way than doing this manually like some kind of digital K person, then buckle up, buttercup, because we are about to explore the 13 core components that make N10 the Swiss Army knife of workflow automation. And hey, if you are new here, smash that subscribe button like it owes your money because we are about to go on a journey that will make your workflow smoother than a jazz saxophone solo on a Sunday morning. Now, firstly, you have to log in on the N10.io, make an account that will last for 14 days on free trials. And if you want to buy it, then go on. Most important, if you want to local host, then you should have to firstly install the Docker desktop. I have explained this on my previous video. If you want to locally host, then go and watch my previous video of this course. The first component is the workflows, the main character. Think of workflow as the Netflix series of automation. They are the complete story from beginning to end with plot twist, character development, and hopefully fewer cliffhangers than your favorite show that got cancelled after one season. A workflow in N10 is basically your automation life story. It's where all the magic happens, where data flows like water through a very organized, very German engineer pipe system. You have got three types of workflows and they are like the three bears of automation. The first one is active workflow. These are like that overachieving friend who always on. They are running 24/7, waiting for triggers like a dog waiting for you to drop food. Did someone mention webhook? Did someone say webhook? And the other one is inactive workflows. These are your saved drafts. You know, like that novel you started writing in 2019 that's still sitting in your documents folder judging you. They are there, they are ready, but they are taking a well deserved nap. Manual workflows. These are the I will do it when I feel like it workflows. They are like that friend who only calls when they need something. You trigger them manually when you decide it go time. The second component is knows the cost of characters. Now let's talk about the real MVPs. The nodes, if workflows are Netflix series, then nodes are the characters. And just like any good show, you need a diverse cast to keep things interesting. The first one are triggers nodes, the alarm clock of automation. First up, we have trigger nodes. These are basically the alarm clocks of your workflow world, except they actually work and don't let you hit snooze 17 times. These bad boys start your workflow faster than you can say, I should probably automate this. You have got webhook triggers, like having a doorbell for your workflow. Ding dong, oh, new data's here. The other one is cron triggers. The Swiss timekeeper of trigger more reliable than your morning coffee routine. And the third one is manual triggers for when you want to feel like a wizard casting spells on demand. And the fourth one is file triggers, watching folder like a security guard with trust issues. And the regular nodes, the work horses. Then we have regular nodes, the middle children of the workflow family. They don't get the glory of starting things or the satisfaction of finishing them, but boy, do they work hard. These are your data transformers, your API whispers, your digital Swiss army knives. They are like the reliable friend who help you move apartments, not glamorous, but absolutely essential. They are like make HTTP requests, send emails, transform data, talk to databases, etc. and etc. And the finally output nodes, the grand finale. So these nodes take all the processed data and actually do something with it. They send emails, update spreadsheet, post to social media, etc. and etc. And the third component is connections, the invisible highways. Now let's talk about connections, the invisible highways of your workflows universe. These are not just pretty lines on your screen, they are the circulatory system of your automation body. Data flows through these connections like coffee through programmers at 3 a.m., essential and caffeinated. Now, the fourth component is expressions and functions, the brain power. All right, time to talk about the brain power behind the beauty expressions and functions. This is where Anatan goes from pretty workflow builder to holy moly. This thing is actually intelligent. JavaScript are like giving your workflow a PhD in data manipulation. You can transform, calculate, and manipulate data in ways that would make a mathematician weep tears of joy. Then you have got built-in function anytime give to those of us who don't want to reinvent the wheel every time we need to form a date. Want to add 30 days to today's date. Variable references let you access data from previous nodes like you are browsing through your workflow photo album. Remember when Node 3 collected all the user data? Good times. Let me use that here in Node 7. And environment variables. These are like your workflow secret diary. Store your API keys, passwords, and other sensitive stuff without broadcasting them to the world like you are announcing your Wi-Fi password at a hacker convention. Fifth core component is credential, the security bouncer. Let's talk security people. The credential system is like having a really good bouncer for your workflow club. It keeps the riffraff out and makes sure only the right people get in. OAuth connections are the VIP passes of the API world. Google, Microsoft, Facebook, they all want to make sure you are really you before let you into their data party. It's like having a secret handshake, except the handshake involves indirects and tokens and make you feel like a cyber spy. API keys get stored more securely than your childhood diary, and it treats these like the nuclear codes. They basically are in the digital world because nothing ruins a workflow faster than someone else using your API quota for their TikTok integration experiments. And here's the cool part, credential sharing. You can share credential across multiple workflows without copy pasting sensitive info. Like you are sharing family recipes, it's secure, it's elegant, and it doesn't involve screenshotting your password manager. And the sixth core component is execution engine, the backstage crew. Now, from unsung hero, the execution engine, this is the backstage crew of your automation theater. You don't see them, but without them, the whole show falls apart faster than a house of cards in a tornado. Queue management is like having the world's most organized party planner. Okay, workflow A part, you are up next. Workflow B part, you are after that workflow. C part, I know you are excited, but you need to wait your turn like everyone else. Worker processes are the actual muscle. The roadies setting up the stage, the second technicians making sure everything sounds perfect, the execute your workflow steps with the precision of a Swiss watch. Memory management ensures your workflow don't global up server resources like a teenager raids the fridge after school. It's efficient, it's smart, and it's definitely doesn't leave the digital equivalent of empty milk cartons in the refrigerator. Error handling is like having a really good crisis manager who thinks when things go wrong and they will become technology. The execution engine doesn't just throw its hands up and give up. It manages failures, handle retries, and basically act like that friend who stay calm during emergencies while everyone else is running around screaming. And parallel processing, because why do one thing at a time when you can do all the things and at the same time? It's like having multiple arms, except digital, and way more useful for automation than eating multiple sandwiches simultaneously. The seventh core is database layer, the memory keeper. The database layer is basically N10 long term memory, and unlike my memory, it actually works reliably. This is where all your important stuff gets stored for safe keeping. Workflow storage keeps all your carefully crafted automation safe from the digital equivalent of your dog eating your homework. Your workflows are stored backup and ready to run faster than your say. Did I save my work? And execution history is like a workflow diary. It remember every run, every success, every failure, and probably some things you would rather forgot. Credential storage is Fort Knox for your API keys, everything encrypted tighter than a jar of pickle that's been sitting in your fridge for 3 months. Even if someone somehow got access to the database, your credential would be more scrambled than eggs at a Sunday brunch. Settings and configuration. Store all your preferences because N10 remembers how you like your automation served with a side of custom configurations and exactly the right amount of logging verbosity. And the eighth core component is API and webhooks, the communication department. Time to talk about N10's communication department, the APIs and webhook. This is how N10 talk to the outside world without having to resort to smoke signal or carrier pigeons. The REST API is like having a universal translator for data services. Want to start a workflow from your custom app? APIs, what you covered, need to check workflows status from another system. The API is your friend, your confident, your digital wing person. Web endpoints are like having a mailbox that instantly notifies you when a mail arrives, except instead of bills and junk mail, you get useful data that triggers your workflow. It's the differences between checking your email every 5 minutes like a anxious parent, and having your email ping you when something actually important happens. The workflow API lets you to be puppet master in your automation, like start workflow remotely, stop when they are misbehaving, manage them like you are conducting a digital orchestra from the smartphone. It's a remote control for grown-ups, except instead of changing TV channels, you are orchestrating business process. The ninth core component is user interface, the pretty face. The workflow editor is like having a digital canvas where you paint with logic instead of watercolors. The canvas lets you drag and drop nodes like you are arranging furniture, except this furniture processes data and doesn't require you to argue with your significant other about a node palette where it should go. This is your toolbox, your ingredient list, your everything you need to build amazing workflow shopping mall. It's organized, searchable, and doesn't judge you for wanting to integrate your coffee maker with your calendar. Yes, that's a thing people actually do. The execution view is like having X-ray vision for your workflows. You can see exactly what's happening in real time. Watch data flow through your automation like you are observing a really organized ant colony. The bug information tells you not just what happened, but why it happened, how it happened, and probably what it had for breakfast. Data inspection lets you peek at the data flowing between nodes like you are reading over your workflow, shoulder its transparency and its finesse. No black boxes, no, just trust it works. Beautiful, visible data doing exactly what you told it to do. The 10th core component is data processing, the transformer. The data processing system, the data processing system is where the real magic happens. It's like having a universal translator, a master chef, and a professional organizer all rolled into one digital entity. N10 speaks more data formats than a polyglot at the United Nations. JSON, XML, CSV, binary data, it handles them all with the grace of a diplomat and efficiency of a German train schedule. Your data comes into in looking like a hot mess and leaves looking like it just go a makeover from a professional organizer. Data mapping is like being a matchmaker for data builds. Hey, first name from the API, meet first name from the database. You two are going to create together. It transform data structure smoother than a jazz musician transition between filtering lets your workflow to picky about data, and we love a workflow with standards, and I only want emails from VIP customers and show me only orders over $100. It's like having a really good personal assistant who knows exactly where you care about the filters out the noise. Batching processing multiple items together like a really efficient assembly line instead of handling data one piece at a time like you are individually gift wrapping each item. It groups things together and processes them efficiently. It's the difference between washing dishes one spoon at a time versus loading the whole dishwasher. The 11th core component is plugin architecture, the expansion pack. The plugin architecture is like having an expansion pack system for your favorite video game Except instead of new maps and character schemes, you get new ways to automate your life. Only nodes are contributions from the N10 community. It's like having thousands and thousands of developers working to make your automation's life better. Someone in Belgium created a node for that obscure API you need, download it, and a developer in Japan build integration with the niche service you use. It probably available. Custom nodes let you build your own integration when you need something super specific. It's like being able to craft your own tool instead of hoping someone else makes exactly what you need. Want to integrate with your company proprietary system, build a custom node and become the office automation hero. Package management keeps everything organized and updated because nobody wants to deal with dependency conflicts at 2 a.m. when their critical workflow suddenly stop working. It's like having a really good librarian who makes sure all the books are in the right place and the latest edition are available. The 12th core component is security, the digital bodyguard. Security components are like having a really good digital bodyguard who also a cybersecurity expert and probably knows 17 martial arts. Authentication makes sure you are who you say you are, because in the digital world anyone can claim to be Prince of Nigeria. User login, session management, it's all handled with the seriousness of airport security, but with the way less taking your shoes off. Authorization with role-based access control means not everyone gets to touch everything. It's like having different level of clearance. Some people get to see the whole workflow, other can only run specific ones, and some can just watch from the sidelines like they are at a really organized digital theater performance. Encryption. Encryption scrambles your data tighter than a Rubik cube in the hand of someone who never seen one before. Data at rest, data in motion, data taking a coffee break. It's all encrypted and secure. And the last one, core component, the 13th core component O is monitoring, the watchful guardian. Finally, we have monitoring and logging, the watchful guardian that never sleeps, never blinks, and definitely doesn't take coffee breaks. Execution logs every workflow run, every data transformation, every tiny step is logged and ready for review. It's like having a detailed diary of your automation entire life story. Performance matrices track how well everything running, responses, times, resource usage, throughput rates. It's like having a fitness tracker for your workflow, except instead of counting steps, automation, and EP calls. The alert system is a very early warning system. It will ping you when something goes wrong faster than your smoke detector key beeps when you are making toast. Workflow failed, you will know it down, alert sent. Your automation is having essential crisis, you will be first to know. Health check continuously, monitor system status like a really attentive doctor. And thank you so much for watching this video.